welcome back to African Tea, and thank you so much for clicking on this video. I hope you're having a good day. Today I'm going to be sharing an updated list of my favorite K-dramas, and I haven't finished editing the other ranking popular K-dramas part 2 because it's taking so long to edit. So let me know if even after this recommendation video you still want the part 2 of the ranking popular K-dramas, then I'll keep editing it. But if you aren't that interested in the part 2 of it, then let me know. The first K-drama that I discovered since my last list is Prison Playbook. Prison Playbook is an amazing show. Like, I never thought I'd be interested in such a show, because even the title, Prison Playbook, when you think of prison, you think of a very gruesome, grotesque drama, but it's not like that at all. It's very heartwarming and touching and just wholesome. So Prison Playbook is about this baseball player, very famous baseball player in Korea. Someone attempts to sexually assault his sister, so then he defends her. Because of that, he ends up going to prison. So it's about him being in prison and those adventures and the community he builds. The next show is Reply 1988, the same writer and producer as in Prison Playbook and also as in Hospital Playlist. So you know it's already gonna be good if you're familiar with the work. Reply 1988 is about these teenagers that live in a neighborhood, and then it's like 4 boys and 1 girl. So then the whole show is us trying to figure out who she ends up marrying in the end. So that's like the whole mystery of it and the fun of it, just like trying to guess. And with each episode it changes and you're like, but I thought it would be this one, no wait, it's that one. So then it keeps you on your toes, and it's also very wholesome as well. Again, a strong sense of community in that show, as with all the other shows written by this writer. And also it's based in 1988, so you get a sense of that late 80s fashion and just like the nostalgia of that. The next one is Hymn of Death. It's based on a true story. So it's about this Korean student who goes to university in Japan, and it was during the time where Japan was colonizing Korea, I think. So there was like a lot of tension between Koreans and Japanese. Then it was about it's about this guy who is a university student in Japan, and then there's this other Korean girl who's also a university student in Japan. So they have this little crew where they like do plays, that kind of activist plays against like the Japanese colonizing Korea. It's like kind of like the love story, but then there's a lot of twists and turns along the way, and it has a tragic ending. And it's also because it's based on a true story, it's kind of trippy to think that that's like kind of happened. And then it's also very short, it's like 4 episodes long, I think. The next show is The Lost Empress. It's about if Korea had like, you know, the British system of like having queens and emperors and all of that. So let's say if Korea still had queens and all of that from the past, but with a little more modernized version. So then that's what it's basically about. So it's very interesting to see that, if how Korea would be if it was ruled by a monarchy. And there's a lot of drama in it and a lot of suspense and mystery and all of that. The next show is Go Back Couple. Go Back Couple is about this married couple that's on the brink of divorce, but then one day they wake up in the past bodies, like when they were still in university bodies. It's at the time where they like first like got to know each other and first started to fall in love. So now it's like, see if they're gonna make the choice to like not meet each other then, so that in the future they don't end up being married, or if they're gonna still choose each other in the end. The next one is Uncanny Counter. Uncanny Counter is about this kid who's paralyzed, but then one day he goes to a noodle shop, and then in that noodle shop everyone there has superpowers. It's based on a webtoon. Webtoon is kind of like a comic book. In that noodle shop, they fight the evil spirits that are making people do bad things. If you like superhero stuff, if you like action and comedy, you'll like this one. The next one is Mr. Queen. Mr. Queen is about this chef who works at the state house, but then one day he ends up in the past and he ends up in the body of a woman who is supposed to become the queen at that time. So that's basically what the whole plot is about. It's a comedy. The next one is Was It Love? Was It Love is kind of like Mamma Mia. So it's about this woman. She has a child who's like maybe middle school, primary school age. So now the whole mystery is the child trying to figure out who her dad is. So it's just like Mamma Mia basically. The next one is Sound of Your Heart. Sound of Your Heart is a pure comedy. It's so funny. It's also based on a webtoon. It's about this guy who wants to become a webtoon artist. So he's just drawing webtoons and all of that, and he's trying to make it into the webtoon industry and the struggles of that. Now for a bonus one, it's a movie called Sweet and Sour. It's on Netflix, and it's just about this couple who are trying to maintain a long distance relationship. Basically that's the whole movie. I just like the cinematography of it and the vibes of it. Just a nice movie. It's a very simple movie. If you just want a simple rom-com, you can watch that. Okay, that's all. Thank you so much for watching. And also I just wanted to tell you guys that I started an online thrift store called Worthy Thrifts. Here's the page. Please give it a follow and a like, and if you have some spare change, maybe you can buy something and support me. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video. Bye.